It may shock you to learn this, but certain vegetables you eat daily, the ones you thought were helping you, could be quietly breaking down your immune system, aging your brain faster, and weakening your legs, your foundation. This isn't opinion. It's backed by years of research published in the Journal of Gerontology. Some veggies inflame tiny blood vessels, disrupt balance, and silently raise your risk of falling, the leading cause of fatal injury after 65. But you're not here for fear. You're here for truth. So in this video, you'll discover 3 vegetables that protect your brain, muscles, and movement, and 3 that sabotage them silently. Stay until the end, because one of the most trusted vegetables may be draining your strength without you ever knowing. Tap subscribe, ring the bell, and if you're ready, type 1 in the comments. Let's begin. Broccoli, the natural armor against aging. Among all the vegetables that appear quietly on your plate, there's one that doesn't just nourish you, it shields you. It doesn't just support life, it defends it. That vegetable is broccoli, and for those over 65, it's far more than a side dish. Broccoli acts like armor, living, breathing armor, crafted by nature to protect your body's most vulnerable systems when resilience begins to fade. This protection isn't abstract, it's biological. Broccoli contains a rare, powerful phytochemical called sulforaphane, a compound that interrupts chronic inflammation, one of the silent forces accelerating aging from within. Left unchecked, inflammation becomes a slow-motion wrecking ball. It erodes your muscles, your joints, your blood vessels, even your brain. Sulforaphane, however, activates pathways inside your body that cleanse toxins, disarm inflammation, and awaken dormant defense systems. But broccoli doesn't stop there. It's also rich in vitamin K, calcium, and cellular antioxidants, all of which are essential for keeping bones strong and arteries flexible. 2 things the aging body desperately needs. By the time most reach 65, bone density weakens. Even small fractures can derail mobility, but broccoli doesn't just feed the bones, it fortifies them. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Studies show sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation. That means better blood flow to your legs and feet, stronger steps, better stability, fewer balance issues, and lower risk of diabetic complications. One bite at a time, you're not just eating, you're stepping more confidently into your own future. But here's the catch. How you prepare broccoli matters. Overcooking it destroys the sulforaphane. Boiling it into mush, you're losing the gift. Lightly steaming for just a few minutes, that's how you unlock its power, keeping it vibrant, firm, and alive. Because when broccoli is prepared right, you're not eating a vegetable, you're activating your protection, and if you want to live longer, not just survive, but move with strength and clarity, a simple daily serving of steamed broccoli is more than nutrition, it's a declaration. A choice to protect your bones, your heart, your brain, and the legs that carry you forward. But broccoli is just one part of this silent defense. There's another vibrant green, easily overlooked, that may be the secret weapon for mental clarity, circulation, and lifelong vitality. Ready for the next level? Let's go deeper. Spinach, the secret source of mental clarity and vigor. Not every superfood makes a loud entrance. Some of the most powerful defenders of your mind and muscles are quiet, humble, green, and spinach is one of them. To most, it's just a salad green, an afterthought. But to those over 65 who understand longevity, spinach is a strategic advantage disguised as a leaf. Because within every handful of spinach, there are natural nitrates, molecules that expand blood vessels, supercharging the flow of oxygen and nutrients to your brain, your heart, and your muscles. And when circulation improves, everything sharpens. You think faster, react quicker, and move with a confidence that most people your age have forgotten. Poor circulation is one of aging's most silent threats. It drains the body's energy supply, weakens reflexes, and fogs the mind. But spinach flips the switch. It doesn't just nourish your system, it reawakens it. This green isn't just about flow, it's also loaded with lutein and folate, 2 cognitive guardians that improve memory, processing speed, and long-term brain health. Studies prove it. Seniors who eat more lutein-rich foods experience clearer thinking and stronger memory retention. And it gets deeper. Spinach is also a protector of vision, one of the senses most vulnerable to time. With lutein and zeaxanthin, it fortifies the macula, the part of your eye responsible for clarity and detail. This means less risk of age-related macular degeneration, less blurring, more independence, the ability to drive, read, recognize faces, and stay connected to life. The key? Preparation. Overcooked spinach loses its essence, but when lightly sautéed or blended into smoothies, its nutrients stay intact. its power remains unlocked. From your legs to your memory, from your blood vessels to your eyes, spinach preserves the very functions that protect your independence. And with just a modest daily serving, this ordinary leaf becomes an extraordinary ally. But while spinach strengthens clarity, circulation, and sight, there's another vegetable, bright, vibrant, overlooked, that holds a hidden weapon against aging. Could something as simple as a colorful root be guarding your balance, your strength, and your future? Let's find out next. Carrots, the unsung guardians of balance and vision. Sometimes the most powerful protectors don't arrive dressed in mystery. They don't need to. They just show up, quiet, simple, reliable, and shift everything from the inside out. Carrots are that kind of ally. At first glance, they're just a sweet crunch, a kitchen staple. But beneath the surface, they hold a secret that every person over 65 needs to understand, because carrots are protectors of movement, vision, and connection. Packed with beta-carotene, a powerful precursor to vitamin A, carrots feed the visual system, your link to the world, to safety, to independence. Why does that matter? Because as we age, our eyes quietly lose power. And when vision fades, mobility follows. With strong vision, you don't just see color or light, you perceive depth, you detect hazards, you move through life without hesitation. And studies show regular intake of beta-carotene helps delay the onset of age-related macular degeneration, the #1 cause of vision loss in seniors. But carrots don't stop at the eyes. They reach into your neuromuscular system, fortifying the connection between brain and body. Their antioxidants support blood vessel integrity and neuronal speed, ensuring your signals reach your feet without delay. This means stronger steps, fewer stumbles, and balance that holds steady when others falter. And while many focus only on visible strength, carrots also protect metabolic health. Their fiber helps regulate digestion, lower cholesterol, and stabilize blood sugar, a foundational pillar for seniors fighting off inflammation, fatigue, and instability. This isn't just about diabetes prevention. This is about protecting blood flow, nerve health, and the freedom to move and live on your terms. Want the full benefit? Eat them fresh or lightly steamed, not buried in butter or masked in cream. A raw carrot in your hand may seem small, but day after day, it builds a shield of resilience around the systems that carry you forward. Because carrots aren't just food, they're a form of insurance for your eyes, your balance, your freedom. But not all vegetables serve you this way. Some, hidden behind their health halo, are quietly working against you, weakening your legs, sapping your energy, and undermining your strength. It's time to turn the page and uncover the vegetables that seniors should never touch. Vegetable number 1, eggplant, the hidden attack on your mobility. It looks innocent, a glossy purple shell, low in calories, high in fiber. What could possibly go wrong? Everything, if you're over 65, because inside that smooth skin, eggplant hides solanine, a natural toxin that doesn't scream, but it silently inflames. And if you already deal with stiffness, nerve sensitivity, or early signs of arthritis, solanine becomes a slow-burning fuse. It seeps into your joints, amplifies discomfort, and erodes the strength in your legs. The very strength you rely on to walk, stand tall, and stay independent. You may not notice it at first. Just a little more stiffness, a bit of shakiness, but that's how it begins. Weakness that creeps in without warning. Even worse, low-grade inflammation from eggplant can reduce blood flow and coordination. And over time, that's not just frustrating, it's dangerous. Balance declines, falls increase, and with each misstep, you lose more than mobility. You lose confidence. That's the cost of letting this vegetable stay in your kitchen. And no, grilling it, baking it, boiling it doesn't eliminate the risk. So if you're serious about protecting your legs, your joints, your balance, it's time to let eggplant go. Because the price of comfort food is never worth sacrificing your independence. But eggplant isn't the only trap. Next, we expose a common, colorful vegetable that pretends to refresh you, while secretly lighting fires inside your joints and nerves. Vegetable number 2, green bell peppers, the unseen source of silent inflammation. They look bright, they sound healthy, and yet, for seniors over 65, green bell peppers may be silently accelerating your decline. Why? Because they belong to the nightshade family, and that means lectins, complex proteins that quietly latch onto your gut lining and interfere with nutrient absorption. The result? A slow, creeping inflammation that chips away at your joints, your blood vessels, your nerves. The very systems that keep you steady, sharp, and in motion. Tingling toes, stiff ankles, that strange feeling like the floor is moving under your feet. That's not aging. That's inflammation doing its work, undetected. And here's the twist. Green peppers are lower in antioxidants than their red, yellow, and orange counterparts. So you're getting the risk without the reward. Even when cooked, the danger remains for those already vulnerable. Arthritis, circulation issues, digestive weakness. If any of that sounds familiar, green bell peppers should not be on your plate. There are safer options, more nourishing choices, ones that calm the body rather than ignite it from within. Every meal you eat is a decision to feed strength or fuel the silent fire that takes it away. But one more vegetable remains, a beloved comfort food that's so common, you may not realize it's undermining your strength, your blood flow, and your independence. Vegetable number 3, white potatoes, the comfort food that subtly erodes strength. Warm, familiar, comforting, but white potatoes carry a cost your body can't afford after 65. Loaded with simple carbs, they spike blood sugar fast, triggering inflammation that silently targets your legs, your circulation, and your nervous system. At first, nothing seems wrong, but over time, poor healing, numbness, weaker muscles, and an increasing risk of falls that come out of nowhere. Because unstable blood sugar doesn't just affect your energy, it threatens your mobility. Even worse, white potatoes are linked to arterial hardening. When your blood vessels stiffen, blood can't reach your legs, your brain, your feet. The result? Cramps, instability, a fading sense of balance you can't quite explain, and all of that from something that feels like comfort. Add butter, salt, cream. The damage compounds. What once was a safe food becomes a slow sabotage. And nutritionally, white potatoes lack the antioxidants your aging body craves. Unlike their vibrant cousins, sweet potatoes, carrots, they offer little defense. So ask yourself, is the comfort worth losing your strength, your balance, your freedom? Because the choice isn't just between foods, it's between decline and control. The smallest bite can shift the outcome. This isn't just food, it's a choice, strength, or slow surrender. If this gave you clarity, type 1 below. If not, type 0 so we sharpen the truth together. And if you're ready to protect your mind, your movement, your life, subscribe now, because every meal shapes who you become next.